Is this the best Michael Bay film? I'll be doing heavy quotes throughout this entire episode.
Why is he tracking? Why is he tracking right now? Just lock in.
The rovers that they use. Why does it have a machine gun?
Definitely, there are moments where I'm like, is this just a music video?
Well, I mean, that's every Michael Bay movie. My body physically does not like this movie.
Snorfest.
However, this movie doesn't fail to make me get teary-eyed like 2-3 times. I hate that it does that. Is there another movie that has this many plot holes that doesn't get addressed? That they just literally...
Probably, but I can't think of it right now.
No, I don't think there is, dude. Welcome back to another episode of Reel Chums, where chatting about movies feels like hanging out with friends. I'm your host, Marcel, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Danny.
This week, we are discussing Armageddon, directed by Michael Bay and written by half of Hollywood. But that's the truth. Yeah. The film stars Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, Billy Bob Thornton, and many more.
Look, we're kicking off a brand new theme this month, disaster movies, where we look at movies where the world is literally falling apart. Next week, we're going to keep the chaos going with The Day After Tomorrow. But before we roll the intro, just a reminder, if you enjoy what we do and want to support us, head over to reelchums.com. That's REELCHUMS.com, where you can donate $1. Whatever you can, it just helps keep the show ad-free and lights on and our lovely drinks.
Because it is late and because we have families, but we love what we do and we want to be here for you every single week.
Yes.
So, huge thanks to everyone who has chipped in already. And if you haven't already, head over to YouTube where you can smash that subscribe button and join in on the conversation with all the things we're doing over there.
That's where all of the
movie reviews, trailer reactions.
No paywall.
Yep.
Watch it all there.
With that being said,
let's roll that intro.
Marcel.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have a question today.
Here's my question of the day for you. Is this the best Michael Bay film? Is this did he peak here?
No.
Really?
No, dude.
Okay, all right. What's his best film?
I would say the first Transformers.
Okay, all right.
What you think he peaked at this?
I don't know what I think about Michael Bay.
I don't know what to think about Michael Bay either. I remember thinking Michael Bay's great. And the more I rewatched...
When you were what, 10 years old?
Maybe 14.
Okay, all right.
But I feel like the more I watch some of his films, I'm like, this guy.
I just... All right, well, here's the better question of the day. What's your favorite, disaster, the Earth is coming to an end movie?
Oh, for a long time it was The Day After Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think it's that one Netflix one that came out with Emma Stone.
Are you thinking of Don't Look Up?
Don't Look Up.
Emma Stone, Jennifer Lawrence, dude.
That's the one.
Leo. Emma Stone.
Okay. I think I was just thinking about Emma Stone recently. I got stuck in my head. Jennifer Lawrence. It is Jennifer Lawrence because that was one of her most recent films.
Yeah.
She after all the stuff she's been through.
Yeah.
Don't Look Up.
That's a good one.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
I think it's so good.
I think it's funny, it's witty, it's timely.
It's not intense.
No.
But it's supposed to be intense. It's the reality. It's the mockery of what Armageddon is.
Yeah.
Right? Armageddon's they don't tell anybody. It's a disaster. It's good. We need someone to save the world. And yet we have the exact same plot, but in a way better execution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Freaking Don't Look. I can't believe it.
That's a good one.
Listen, you can roast me on that one for sure.
Please. People do. Mine is, I think I've said this before, and it's my guilty pleasure movie, Knowing, with Nicolas Cage.
Dude, that's been a long time since. I don't remember it very well.
Rose Byrne, I think, is in that.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I love that movie.
Knowing.
I think for me, and there aren't many movies, but I love when the world actually does end.
Yeah.
Like,
it's done.
Like, here the world gets saved, Independence Day, all of them, but like knowing like the world does get destroyed. Spoiler alert for a movie that came out 15, 18 years ago.
Did you have Armageddon in your list
Of what?
for disaster films?
No.
Oh, okay.
Of like disaster.
Oh, sorry, Independence. Did I say? What did I say? Did I say Independence Day?
You said Armageddon.
I meant Independence Day.
Do I have Independence Day as
disaster
films? Yeah.
Oh, I have that as an alien invasion film.
Yeah, but it's a disaster movie.
I guess you're right.
Well, let's talk about this. Look, in the 70s, 80s, disaster films were plenty. People loved them. Poseidon,
Yes.
Towering Inferno. You have the movie Earthquake. All of these disaster movies, and they're huge hits. Then, obviously, you get the parody of Airplane.
Yeah.
That kind of makes fun of all of them, and then therefore, like people like Hollywood stops making them.
Yeah.
But then in the 90s, you get this like resurgence.
You do. Yeah.
With Independence Day, Volcano, Armageddon,
Deep Impact.
which came out 6 weeks apart from one another, and it's just a unique. Or we also get The Perfect Storm. That one came out a little bit later. That's kind of towards the end. Twisters, right? You have all of these, like this reawakening of disaster movies, and this Armageddon is just kind of like right there like towards the end.
Yeah.
Because I feel like then it comes out in 98, 99. You then have The Matrix.
Yeah.
That just kind of like changes Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
And how like we also want to consume our entertainment. So had this movie come out like a year after,
No.
I don't think it wouldn't have been the quote unquote the hit that it was. Okay.
Yo, this is for those who are not watching, you're listening. Marcel's doing heavy quotes here.
I'll be doing heavy quotes throughout this entire episode. But yeah, it's just interesting the love that we have for disaster movies.
Yeah.
I don't know that we still have it.
Well, I think that Hollywood thinks that we do, because every year, without a doubt, once a year, maybe once every 2 years, we get or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just every 3 years we get a slew of these disaster films. They're never good, for the most part. I mean, Don't Look Up, I think it was one that was great, like I mentioned. But there's a whole bunch of them that just that come out that are just, it's like they're filler films. They're like, what can we do? Oh, we have The Rock is in between some stuff. Let's throw him in something. Let's throw in XYZ over here and go from there, right? Maybe and because part of it is like there's the flashiness of like whatever.
Sure.
But it's never. I will say I think that there is a doubling down of like real disaster films. That like are based off of a true story of like what
Well, I mean, I would also consider Titanic a disaster film.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's a perfect time in Hollywood, in history, in cinema for disaster films, and we get this. You have Michael Bay, who had done Bad Boys,
Yep.
had done The Rock.
Yep.
And now this is his third film, doing Armageddon. And the pre-production to this was a hot mess. The production, everything was a hot mess for this movie. It comes out, it's a hit. It's the highest grossing film of 1998. And my question is, why?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you remember this movie? Like, how old were you? Like,
In
6-ish?
Yeah, I was like maybe 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah, 98. Like, here's the thing. I don't remember watching it, obviously, in 98. I think my parents, were like, no. My mom was very much on like, no, mijo, no puedes ver esto, okay? But I do remember this being on TV and watching like very vividly, very specific, like all different kinds of scenes, and remember being like, this is a hype film for a lot of random people. Like, people were like, love this film. And it was like, Armageddon. Oh, I'm gonna watch Armageddon.
Yeah.
Like, I do remember that feeling. I'm like, I'm gonna watch Armageddon for the first time, sort of thing. But it's been years since I watched this film.
Yeah, me too.
And let me tell you, I think you had the same response that I had, which was, when is this movie gonna end? Okay, I was over here thinking, I'm like, what is happening? Why are we? It was so long. I'm like also, I'm like, is this a movie for NASA? Or is this a movie for the military? Like,
no, this movie is, and I don't mean this in like a political way at all.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect like MAGA movie.
Oh yes,
because it's blue collar workers saving America.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Maybe we'll start off here, but I was just like taken aback by the fact that Michael Bay decides to depict not America. He decides to depict Americana. Okay.
Okay.
Every time we do shots of outside of New York and we shoot like people in America, they're all like in 1950s clothing. You have people sitting in the Chevy and the Ford 1940 trucks. They're listening to the radio in those big massive radios. At one point, a kid turns around or turns the corner and is running, and you have JFK, a mural of JFK, and he runs in front of it in slow motion.
Yeah.
The kids are celebrating at the end. One of them's in one of those like soapbox cars.
Yeah.
Right? Like he is depicting Americana. Like this is making America great again. This is what he wants to depict. And he has this, and I don't know. And I don't know, maybe I'm trying to like decipher what is it that you're trying to say? That America was at its best when we were like in the space race? Or have we lost a sense of who America is because we don't value like space exploration anymore? Like I just like it's just very deliberate that every shot he takes of U.S. is people in 1940s. It's basically he's ripping off Norman Rockwell paintings, right? Like this is what he's doing. Like and it's very deliberate, the choice that he makes in depicting America that way.
Well, and like even some of the like when they're on the big rig, like it is like large, like they're working as a team when it's like the big scale and like what they're trying to do and accomplish, and then going out. And I think you're right. I mean, there's this weird depiction of what blue collar is because it's I don't know. It's like I don't think this movie knew what it wants to be.
No, absolutely
like,
not.
We're gonna get there in a second, but when it comes to this point, like I really, I do think that there's a level of like when we were doing the space race, there was a level of like we were trying to come together to accomplish something great.
Yeah,
and that what the ability, he didn't necessarily want to focus on a war. He wanted to focus on something that was, beyond us. And, space can do that. I mean, it's something that we want to go and accomplish, and it doesn't revolve around people necessarily dying.
Yeah.
And that ingenuity, the pressure to want to accomplish something great, is there, like, it comes from trying to accomplish something that seems impossible. And space has that effect. He doesn't land. It does like
no, and again, I think it's just because there's so like the tone is different here. And again, I don't know what he's trying to say by depicting America that way, right? Like these are shots that he easily could have redone in Pearl Harbor a few years later.
Yeah, where
like the time setting makes sense.
Yeah,
right. It's just like I was watching it this time. I'm like, what? Why? Why depict America like in this forgotten time, in this simpler time? He's selling Americana right here, and right. I think that's the America that he yearns for
or grew up with.
But I think it's more of that yearning of like we came together. To your point, like as you were saying, we came together as a nation during the space race. And maybe we were lacking that at the time. And he wanted to depict America coming together, the whole world coming together in this moment of disaster. And for him, he decided to go. I don't know. Like, I would love to, like, pick his brain on, like, why did you... I was reading the script. Yeah. And the script does not say, like, it doesn't give any, like, indication of, like, child runs in front of John F. Kennedy mural. Like it doesn't say anything like that, or a soapbox cart.
Do you think that this comes through like him, like thinking as a music video producer? You know, like what can we do to depict American like only America will be able to accomplish this task. From oil rigs to NASA, we have some of the hardest working individuals that are doing their thing, right? Like, and him's like, okay, well, of this, they do these things so that you can have a happy family.
Yeah.
You
maybe.
Because there are moments where I'm like, is this just a music video?
Well, I mean, that's every Michael Bay movie, right? Like, that's just every Michael Bay movie. Who was there? Maybe I'll pull up Roger Ebert's review. He hated this movie and named it the worst movie of the year.
He was so pissed that it made the most money.
He hated this movie. Yeah, I just think it's interesting, though. That's how he decided to depict America. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, trying to analyze the symbolism there, but maybe it was just like, I just think it looks cool.
I mean, definitely could be that. Definitely could be that. Here's the thing. Look, what's your memory of this film?
So I saw this at a drive-in theater that we used to have nearby. And from what I remember, I'm like 100%, I'm like 99% sure. We went in two separate cars. I think a group was going to go watch Titanic because Titanic was still playing. Even though it came out in 97, it was still making a lot of movie in 98. And the other group was going to go watch Armageddon. And I fell asleep.
I knew this was coming.
I fell asleep like halfway through the second act.
Yeah.
And then I woke up like they're on the asteroid, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And it was late. I was young, so like
yeah.
And it's the second act, which is the second and the third act of this movie are just horrendous. But so like I fell asleep.
Just the second and third?
So I fell asleep during this movie, and then later, eventually, I watched it. We rented it, and then watched it all the way through. And I was like, it's whatever. I think I saw it again about 15 years ago. And I did a double feature of this and Deep Impact. And I remember when I watched it again 15 years ago, I was like, I mean, Armageddon is good. Yeah, it's Michael Bay, but like it's good. And then I watched Deep Impact first, and then Armageddon, and I was like, what? Deep Impact is a million times better.
Yeah.
And
I actually think that I have Deep Impact more in my brain than I have this.
I've only seen Deep Impact once, and it was this one time that I watched it 15 years ago. I don't remember it very well, but I remember just thinking like, this is like light years ahead of Armageddon. And why is Armageddon the one that like stands out for pop culture, for everything? It made it into the Criterion Collection. And so like, it's just like, what happened here? So that's kind of been like my relationship. And the same thing happened this last time I was watching it. Come the second act,
You fell asleep.
I fell asleep. My body physically does not like this movie. Like it has a physical reaction to watching this movie.
Snore fest.
And I'm just like, why? However, this movie doesn't fail to make me get teary-eyed like 2-3 times. I hate that it does that. I hate it.
Okay.
We'll get to those moments.
No, we're gonna get to it right now because I need to know what moment.
It doesn't do it for you?
No.
Dude, without fail.
Bruce Willis at the end. Bruce
Willis sacrificing himself with it, for AJ.
I think early days. This last watch didn't do it for me.
It did it for me. Like this watch.
Okay.
Bruce Willis talking to his daughter.
Okay, that one
on the monitors.
It didn't give me teary-eyed, but it did.
I'm gonna have to break my promise.
Yeah,
it gets me every time.
Okay, is this just like your man crush on Bruce Willis?
Could be that. It could be the fact that I'm just the father of two girls, and so
also,
like it gets me. It had look, this is nothing compared to Interstellar, but like it had the same effect as Interstellar when
he's like, when
he's talking to Murph, right?
Yeah.
And then without fail, every time when Will comes up to Liv Tyler and is like, "Excuse me, ma'am, permission to shake the hand of the daughter of the bravest man I've ever met."
Yeah.
It just gets me. I get teary-eyed.
Dude, I can't even right now. I will.
Okay, and
I do. Part of it is like, for me, it's like he has the audacity to go and try to make up for what he tried to do to Bruce's character, to AJ. I'm like, to Harry. I'm like, I get. He's like, he's brave, but also like, you're being a freaking this guy. I mean, the pressure. I get it. The pressure is insane.
Sure.
You can't imagine. You can't imagine. But like, it is a good moment for that. It's a good payoff.
It gets me, dude. The music is playing. They've landed.
Everyone's safe.
Everyone is safe, and then Colonel Willie Sharp just comes in and like permission to shake the hand of the daughter of the bravest man I've ever met.
I mean, it is good. I think I was having beef with the asteroid. How long the asteroid sequence was, that I just like it didn't do it for me.
I still fall asleep. Like, I face out during that whole sequence.
See, but my thing is like I didn't phase out, right? I think you probably fell asleep and finished it off today or whatever. Mm-hmm. No,
I watched it twice actually.
Oh, you did watch it twice?
I watched it twice because I felt like the first time I was like, okay, you know what? Like, now that I know.
Okay, what am I getting into?
I
should have watched it twice. I'll be honest.
And I did, and I felt the same way. Like, again, my body has this physical reaction to this movie.
It falls asleep in the third act?
Like halfway through the second act, I'm just like, why? And then like I get bored, and then it's those last 10 minutes that I just explained of Harry sacrificing himself, and then having the monitor discussion with the daughter, and then the handshake at the end. It's those 10 minutes. It just bam, bam, bam for me. I love it. But look, let's talk real quick with going back to Bruce Willis. If there's something that I do enjoy about this movie,
okay,
is that everyone is committed to the role.
Okay, so this is what redeems it for me, because I 100% agree. This film, it doesn't matter what Michael Bay is doing. Every one of these characters has locked in on what, or they've been given direction. This is how I want you to be. They internalize it. Okay, let's go, coach. And they are like, you've got Ben Affleck as the pretty boy, dating the daughter, Liv Tyler being in a smoke show, trying to live her best life. Bruce as Harry, playing the boss man who knows what he's doing and is stressing out because he's a single dad trying to figure out what to do with his daughter who shouldn't be with him, doing other cool things. You got Billy Bob Thornton's character,
my favorite
performance
in this movie.
Oh, in this film, he does a really great job here. You have you've got Keith David.
Oh yeah,
just locking in as the general who doesn't care about NASA.
Yeah.
Truly every single cast member locks it in. And I truly, honestly, the fact that I completely forgot that Owen Wilson was in this film.
I was just about to say, even someone as Owen Wilson in the role that he has, is iconic. Like, the FBI is out trying to wrangle them all up, and he is just running. He's just riding a horse through the plains, and like the sunset is hitting, and he's just like selling it to you that he is this perfect cowboy, right? And then I do think he has the best line of, "What are the conditions going to be like up there, right?" And then like Billy Bob Thornton tells him 200 degrees Fahrenheit during the day.
200 degrees freezing at night.
And he's like, okay, so just the worst imaginable conditions
possible.
You could have just said that.
I will. There are iconic lines throughout this entire film.
Yeah.
Like I think this is the thing that like sucks is like I was like there's so many moments in this film that I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this is where this line came from.
Uh-huh.
You know, like the messenger in the morning with his dog. Like before the meteor starts showing up, right?
Little Richie. Michael Bay goes out of his way to add a scene here about the dog destroying Godzilla. Now, Godzilla and Armageddon came out I think they came out the same weekend or just like a weekend off.
Okay.
So like, I love that he goes out of his way to say, I'm going to destroy this movie, Godzilla, by adding a little dog destroying this puppet Godzilla in here. I don't think we've had that level of rivalry since Barbenheimer. Like, I think we need more of that.
we need more.
We need more directors adding little elements, dogging on
some other film. Yeah.
Bruce Willis. I mean, as this weird father figure that he is, where his daughter doesn't even call him by dad.
Oh, dude,
right?
Such a great decision.
Smart decision. And then, but like he has this duty to like go and save Earth for whatever reason, for whatever reason, feels this need to pull in his crew, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't feel like the astronauts can pull it off, and I'm only the best because I work with the best. Yeah. Right. Although it's a unique decision that he becomes this. He's not a father to his own daughter, but he's a father figure to everyone else.
To his team.
Right, to his team. And it's just it's a wonderful juxtaposition that isn't explored. It's put there, but instead of like her like maybe being resentful about that, and you know, we later find out that AJ's dad, when he died, asked Harry to take care and to raise AJ, right?
Yeah.
And so like maybe there could have been something there. Maybe in one of the earlier drafts there it was, but like it doesn't commit to it. And I think it could have been a great opportunity to like have more of that conflict between Grace and Harry, but I feel like they quickly like they have beef at the beginning, right? He pulls out the shotgun, and then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna bring my daughter with me," and then like they're at NASA and everything. Like they don't bring up any issues after that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't know. I like Harry's character.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, Bruce Willis, he always does a really great job at playing that, like, I'm going to take on a mission.
Yes.
Right? And he also does well at that, like, sort of, like, he cares, but he also just is grumpy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this role kind of solidifies some of that for him. You just think about some of the other spots, or if that was Die Hard, whatever you want to call it. But for me, like, I agree. I think that like this movie could have had a lot more heart. It had all the makings and the performances to give us a lot more heart. It does it to some degree, right? Because he sacrifices himself. Yeah, and we feel it, but most of the time, and we get the conflict of him trying to like talk about this bomb and him playing cool on the whole, like the whole nuclear bomb thing sequence. Him playing like as chill as he is, trying to figure out what's going on, is just like another moment that could have just been amplified by like some of the things that they could have done emotionally with the fact that he's chosen a team and he's worked with a team that has made him the best in what he does. I think
look, you decide to make this a very stoic leader, right?
Yeah.
And I think to a degree it damages the movie a little bit. And I don't know why I feel compelled to like compare this a little bit with like Interstellar. Okay. Yeah. You look at Matthew McConaughey's character there, and the moment he decides to go on the mission, right? And he leaves Smurf behind. Yeah. And he's driving. We have this beautiful shot of him just breaking down. Yeah. Crying. and Merv screaming and wanting to apologize, and he just leaves on bad terms with his daughter, right? Yeah. I think here, Bruce Willis, and maybe this is how we viewed male leaders in the 90s, as they can't cry. Yeah. But like, I think I wanted more emotion out of that. Like the whole time he's just too composed, too cool.
Yeah.
And like, dude, the bomb is about to go off. Like you're angry, but like maybe show a little bit more of like this urgency and like break down a little bit, or you pull off the oxygen off of Ben Affleck, and you throw him in there, and like you don't cry, like you show no emotion. He shows a little bit when he's talking to Grace over the monitors. Yeah. But it's still not enough. And I think I wanted more of that. It still makes me get teary-eyed, but like I think I wanted more, especially like seeing what McConaughey does with his role in Interstellar. A lot of similarities here, but like I think I wanted a little bit more. I think he was too stoic for me. And I think showing him, which Bruce Willis can do, I think showing him break down a little bit would have been nice.
No, it would have been. I mean, I think for he cares about the character, his thing. I want, what I wanted more? I wanted more of him when he finds AJ and Liv or Grace kissing at the end of they're like sitting in the theater or the rocket freaking or where the rocket comes or all the fire comes out, and he proposes to her later on after he's Harry walks off or whatever. That like having him seeing his daughter and his metaphorical son, realizing that like maybe they are good for each other, but then him going into like a weird like I don't know what she's doing with, and I think he after the fact, and then him and his boys realizing like we've all raised her. Yeah. Right. Having something more there rather than being so critical, maybe double down, like having a moment with Grace after the fact and having a deeper, conversation about not being able to like not really know, like, listen, I wasn't a great father, blah, blah, blah. So that we had a little bit more of her additional reaction, which Liv does, Liv Tyler does a great job at the emotional reality of, possibly losing her fiance. Her dad is about to like, could be killed in a nuclear bomb because they have to make that decision, and the earth can die, and like all types of emotion. Again, this movie should have had a ton more emotion.
But this isn't what Michael Bay wanted, right? Like it's
I know
it's, and maybe I'm just being. I just need to accept the fact, but that it's just this is what it is.
I mean, yes,
right. Ben Affleck, look, people. If you haven't listened to the commentary of this movie, please do. Go back and watch it. Ben Affleck.
This is like I think people are like they kind of love it because of his commentary in this film.
Yeah, like he many times like points out plot holes in this movie. He gives a lot of good feedback or a lot of good insight. Apparently, after the success of Titanic, the studio came back and said, "Look, you need to beef up the romance here." The movie was going to be more about the dynamics between Harry and Truman, Billy Bob Thornton's character. Yeah. And then after the success of Titanic, the studio comes back and says, you need to beef that up. So they do. And that's where a lot more of like Grace and AJ gets developed. Yeah. Which to me is probably one of like the weakest elements of the movie. I just don't get it. I don't get bought into their relationship that much. Yeah. But it's funny because he talks about that. He also points out the fact, like, wouldn't it be easier to train astronauts to drill a hole instead of training
their individuals to be astronauts?
Engineers to be astronauts? And Michael Bay in the commentaries just says, "Shut the F up, man." It's so good. Most recently, actually, I think like a month and a half ago, Ben Affleck was at the Criterion Collection. Yeah. And he points out, he's like, I guess I've become more famous because of my commentary.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm like, come on, it's like he's now iconic for some of that. I mean,
but he does fine here.
He does okay. It's definitely Ben Affleck, Pretty Boy era. I don't like.
I find it fascinating that he comes back to do Pearl Harbor with Michael Bay again.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think, you know,
this is Ben Affleck post winning, you know, an Oscar for Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, as a writer, but still, like, he's doing great.
Yeah.
He does this, and then like 2-3 years later, does
Pearl Harbor,
and I'm just kind of like, ugh, with Michael Bay again, and that movie sucks. Jeez,
it's been years since I've seen that.
That's
one.
horrible.
You think your question to that is why?
Why? Yeah, why?
I mean,
I get it. A paycheck's a paycheck.
I mean, paycheck is a paycheck. The other thing is like, you know, like, look, Mike, you get a film like Armageddon, it's the best film in the year.
No.
Sorry,
Let's take that back.
Sorry.
The highest grossing film of the year.
Okay. People enjoy it, right? You're like, okay, well, Michael Bay might have something coming up. He goes to tackle an iconic and very important, you know, feature. I think you look at it and you say, all right, I'm gonna, you know.
He was just chasing after that Titanic moment, right?
I don't. Yeah,
he
that's
tried
what
to do it here.
Yeah.
Okay. He tries to do it with Pearl Harbor, and he just can't quite nail that Titanicness into his movies.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's no James Cameron.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. I think honestly, sometimes Ben runs into issues with him trying to chase something that he thinks he needs to have.
Ooh.
Do you agree or not?
That's probably true. Yeah.
I just think like sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, like I enjoy a good Ben Affleck film.
Yeah, of course.
But I think there's this level of like, I don't know if it's like people he's like trying to fit what society's wanting from him, and so he has this pressure from himself or whatever. He goes in there, but when he's just being a filmmaker and he's loving the process, he freaking rips.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what role, what element. The guy knows filmmaking. Mm-hmm. It's just in moments he gets caught up in whatever else that comes along the way, and it is what it is. But I think for here, you know, it's fine, whatever.
It's fine.
Liv Tyler, where you at with Liv? Because
I think she's fine.
Same thing. I think this is like, to me, although I'm like, you either double down with it and you amp it, because like they like added it, but they didn't like really give it meat. It's like they wanted the studio says we need some more love due to Titanic. They like kind of half bake it.
Yeah.
And that's there. I honestly think, to me, I'm like, I always crack up the fact that like in the middle of the or the start of the first act or the end of the first act is that it turns into a weird like heist or like intro of all the characters. It's like we've seen some of these characters. We've already know who some of them a little bit, like some relationship, and also we get like a reboot. Everybody's come back from the rig. They're no longer working on the rig,
and they're introducing them to like with their special skills.
Yep. Majestically, not just like, I mean, we got what's his bucket running away from, you'll never take me alive.
Michael Duncan Clark. He's the only black guy in a hog in Texas. No, yeah, it's a weird like shift, right?
Because like you said, like I think the whole opening portion is like this blue collar, like we're gonna face a disaster. Also, I don't know how on the oil rig they could have missed a freaking meteor shower in New York City.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, again,
yeah,
it's just one of those plot hole situations.
Not just that. I remember when that scene starts, I'm like, wait, so like within 18 hours, everyone just like 12 hours, everyone just like got off the rig, went back home all over the country. They're all settled. And like, wow.
How? Also,
look, I don't know if Cinema Sins has done, I'm sure they have, a video on this, and it probably has a million since. I should have watched it.
We should have. Listen, we're linking the show notes.
But like, I just like that's an issue. My biggest issue is also like I don't really know where we're at any point. Like timeline.
No,
right?
Well, I'm like 18 hours.
18 days before it hits, right?
18 days
before it hits.
But even though 18 days, dude.
But even like Harry, makes his decision of letting everyone go home, right? And then like the night before, but it's like,
but two of them get locked up. Yeah. So like, how much paperwork does it take to get these fools out of there?
Yeah.
Like I don't like the government hasn't necessarily said, hey, America, the world, 18 days and we're gonna die. Like they're not teaming up with the rest of the world, except for Russia because they have like a space station. Like to our knowledge, the way the film works, it's like everyone doesn't know they're gonna die.
Yeah, Will Patton's character.
Love Will Patton, by the way.
We love Will Patton. Like he goes back. He goes to go see his ex-wife.
Yeah.
But like, does she live near NASA? Like, how did you get there? Make it back?
No,
it's just like all over the place. I really hate this. But also like after the space station sequence, we're immediately now around the moon, and like doing the slingshot. I'm like, okay, like that was quick.
Yeah,
I just the whole like timeline of it all. I get confused.
Yeah.
I'm not confused. I just get annoyed by it.
Yeah. It's just not done well executed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks because like for a disaster film, you need a good timeline. Mm-hmm. Like that timeline is like law. It needs to drive continual stress.
Well, look, a couple months ago we did Apollo 13.
Yeah.
And you look at how they're depicting the timeline of events there.
Yeah.
Right? Like you feel it, and we know very clear that they're gonna launch, they're gonna go around, and we understand before everything goes bad what the timeline looks like. But then also as things are happening, as things are going off, we are constantly being kept up.
Yeah.
Right? And I think like that movie does it well with the dialogue between the characters.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's just like boom, 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 quick cut, quick edit. Like let's just get on the rock and figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just it's rough. I want to talk a little bit we talked a little about the Americana aspect of it all, but this movie really focuses on that exceptionalism, that American exceptionalism that we talked about. The fact that you have these going from an oil rig to space, right? It's average Joes that save the world.
Literally.
There's a comment, right? Like that Keith David says, like, I wouldn't have any of these. I don't remember what he says. Out in space, right? Or saving the world. But does that resonate with you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
There's obviously like a connection that we as audiences have with this movie.
I think what resonates is that those who are good at what they do can do amazing things. Okay, this idea that like if you are you're part of, whether that be one individual or you're part of, you are a element of what can accomplish great things, right? Does that when you're part of that, you can't, like, things are amazingly can be accomplished beyond what you can think of, or even like you are the driving force of what helps to bring those individuals in force, right? That resonates with me. But the idea that, I think like the idea that like people who've never been tested to be able to go out and like a rigorous test to even allow anyone to be an astronaut, and it gets every single one of them that fails. Like
depressingly failed.
I actually really love that sequence. The like them getting tested. I love that everybody goes into a weird therapy session with this like psychological exam. That cracks me over.
Yeah, no, I love that
scene. And so to that, I will say, like, I think that, like, what I do think is that, like, that I do resonate with on, like, a theme or thematic messaging is that, like, the human race will accomplish amazing things when faced with challenges. Period. Doesn't matter what race you are, doesn't matter what country you're coming from. You know, we as a people, you know, we will overcome a challenge if truly faced to the iron. That we will band together, that we will do whatever it takes in order to overcome said thing. And I do think that that's a message that I get behind. This perspective, it is okay.
Yeah.
But I think there are tons of films that do this much better.
Definitely. I think the theme of, like, achieving greatness in moments of despair, humanity achieving greatness in moments of despair, is a wonderful theme, right?
Yeah.
And achieving it through personal sacrifice a lot, right?
Yeah.
Which this movie really nails that.
They do.
With Bruce Willis's sacrifice at the end, right? I love that message. I love, and maybe for me that's what continues to resonate with this movie. And again, maybe I don't know why, like, the whole Americana aspect of it all really stood out to me. It's very drastic, but this idea of, like, NASA being pushed aside to let oil riggers come in and do their job is just, like, again, not to be political, but, like, it just feels like a perfectly, like, a MAGA movie. Like, it is, like, let's not have the professionals give us their opinion. Let's just have average Joes do it, right? It's just, I don't know, it's just unique. I will say this: 2028, we have the LA Olympics here.
Yeah.
I think this movie convinced me that Michael Bay, who's a LA native, should direct, like, the opening montage of the Olympics. Striving for, like, the America that we strive for.
He would nail it.
He would nail it.
And it'd be majestic.
It would be.
And it would be
thematic.
Just
massive.
You got awesome sports, so you can capture awesome moments of all the American athletes or all athletes across the world. I mean, look, I'm support for this.
His iconic, like, tracking shots
Oh,
around.
yes.
Right? Yeah. Let's talk about that. What is it about? What is Michael Bay's
philosophy?
The internet has called it, Bayhem. What is it about Michael Bay as a director, his style, that we either gravitate to or are put off by it?
Dude, I don't know. So it's funny because, like, I've been rewatching a couple of the Transformer films because Sadie can never seen them. So we watched, I think, 3 now. We're not gonna watch it. I mean, she's not gonna watch it anymore. She's done. I think I'm gonna finish. I think I actually might have her watch 2 other ones. That I think I want to watch Bumblebee with her.
Okay.
And
Bumblebee is really good.
Yes, I agree. And so, in any case, I don't know. And in fact, this one specifically, I'm like, because, like, Bad Boys, it's there, but it's not. I don't think I notice it in Bad Boys.
No.
And I don't know if it's because it's a first film. I don't know if it's because Will Smith is out there and he's making, he's like, no, like, he's already, like, again, I don't know what the breakdown is, but in this film specifically, I'm like, oh, this is the beginning of Michael Bay.
Yes.
This is him locking in on what he's doing and what it is. And I'm not going to say, like, I got nauseous, but, like, that's only, like, I'm like, because, like, in Transformers, there's this level of, like, you've got these outer worldly figures that are large at scale compared to like an individual, right? It's also, it's like, it's a fantasy. It's, like, it's sci-fi. There's just, like, I don't know if it's because we had been accustomed to Michael Bay in that perspective. And or what. But watching the Michael Bay aspect of what he does in this film just feels so off-putting in different scenes. Sometimes it's okay, but like for the most part, I'm just like, why is he tracking? Why is he tracking right now? Just lock in. Just give me a push in. Just give me, don't need, like, why?
There is no single shot in this movie where the camera's not moving.
Yes, that's like there, and yeah. It's like it's like when like you give students or even new people who are learning how to do stuff a gimbal. The next thing you know, they're all being Michael Bay.
Yeah, that would be me. Like if you were to give me one, I'm like, yo, cool, I'm gonna do a tracking shot, right? Like
it happens every time, dude. Listen, I get it. The idea to be able to move wherever you want to move and have your camera move what you wanted to do, that's an awesome thing. But I urge you with every fiber of my being, do not, if you're going to add a tracking shot, you use it because you're going to need a tracking shot. Because you know who freaking does amazing tracking shots? You haven't seen this film yet, is Wolves.
Oh, okay.
They have some of the best.
John Watts,
dude.
Did that one.
Dude,
okay.
it is phenomenal. It's like, it provides this wonderful like contextualness of an opening establishing shot, not just static. I mean, sometimes you need a good static film. I think in The Creator, there's some amazing.
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards just locks in on. You recently watched Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm assuming he's got locked off shots that are just majestic.
Exactly.
Right. Like that's the thing. But Michael Bay, listen, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, and he uses it. For me, I love a good. Especially like a tracking shot like these, where you have your subject right centered and you're just tracking around them.
Yeah.
You use like a long lens on that usually to make like the background seem like it's moving super fast, right?
The parallax effect. So you can. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, right? If you the tighter the focal length, you're gonna have a more aggressive feel. But it also means that you're gonna have to like. There's other things that have to come into play, right? You won't have any contextual stuff. If you do a wide angle shot, you need more foreground or whatever you want in perspective, right? There's just a lot, and I just.
I mean, there's moments where like Billy Bob Thornton's character Truman is just standing around the room, right, and he just tracks and does his tracking shot, and I'm like, this is great. Like the first time I was like, I remember this, and then he keeps using it again and again and again, and now we're like. At Kennedy Space Station and just doing it. I'm like, all right, dude, stop.
No, dude, the guy
it devalues it.
Yeah,
and I love a good tracking shot because for me, like even like let's one that comes top of mind, like Avengers, right? The first Avengers.
Yeah,
they all have their majestic pose, and we track around them. Hulk is screaming, everyone's getting ready. It's earned. It's the only one in the movie.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. I think we should be very clear. It's not just a tracking shot. It's you're doing a dolly like circle, focus like I can't remember. I think there might be another thing, but it's now just the Michael Bay shot.
Yeah.
It is the Michael Bay shot, right? And this movie, I think this one, I think this is the most aggressive one. Like, I think he kind of like gets notes, or maybe he just realizes like.
I kept getting like flashbacks of Transformers.
Yeah,
and you just watch them, and he uses it, especially in the first one.
He does. Yeah, no, 100%. But you know what? I don't feel him as aggressively. And I think part of it is because like we're out in the world and we're experiencing a whole bunch of the things. In this one, we're like in a freaking conference room.
Yeah. I think that's what makes it so jarring.
Yeah.
Is that the first time when I saw it, Billy Bob Thornton in Mission Control, and it happens, I'm just like, okay.
It's an impactful moment. Like the earth is falling down.
Yeah.
People are like, they're like, what just happened? They think it's like
a missile,
whatever.
Right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. But then he keeps using it and using it. We're like I said, like we're just looking at airplanes flying by, and he's just going for it again. I'm like, okay, dude, like this is like the 45th shot like this. You gotta stop. I love a good tracking shot. It gets devalued here. I'll watch the Transformers movies one day again.
No, he's not.
But I just it looses me. It pulls me out too much. And especially when we're on the asteroid. The asteroid sequence I get lost because it's I don't know. I didn't like the lighting that well.
Oh, no,
the sound mix. Sometimes I'm not sure who's talking. And then like he's doing his tracking shots, and it's just in this like weird environment, and I just get lost. Like my mind is just like I can't. I'm bored.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think to me, there's so much happening in that sequence, like you said, it's like everything's spiky, but then they have these like crazy like motor vehicles that they can like go through it, and like, and then they're like, wait, you're supposed to drill 800 feet, and you've got like just one like we just need like a tube that's the size of like a general use PVC pipe. Like I'm just like I guess I don't know oil rigging very well, so I'm like normally those things are like massive, like they're drilling down into the center of the earth, like I don't know.
Everything is so loud and dramatic.
Yes, I think that's what it is. Yeah,
and I just the like the rovers that they use, cool design.
Yeah,
sure. Why does it have a machine gun,
dude?
I forgot about the machine gun.
Dude, I forget. They do a whole retrofit, but then it's like the exact same thing again. Like when they're on the spaceship, like why did they have that whole moment of them like ripping out everything in
They ripped out what he calls an ice cream scooper, but let's get that machine gun added on here.
Yeah, like what are they going to do? Are there aliens on this asteroid?
When Ben Affleck shoots out the shuttle so he can escape, I'm just like, when, why? What?
The whole Ben Affleck Russian sequence.
So like here's where so Michael Bay, it's reported that his VFX supervisor quit towards like he was just like over it, like he was like I can't do this, like he quit. So like Michael Bay steps in, okay.
I just can't imagine.
He like asks for more money, and like he gets like an extra $3 million because Disney was like, oh, we hear that Deep Impact is coming out, and like we'll give you more money to like finish these shots. They're writing, and again, we joked at the beginning of the episode how there's like half of Hollywood wrote in this movie. J.J. Abrams is one of the writers.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Tony Gilroy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally. So many people who we all know now,
and others who had phenomenal careers. Robert Towne, famous for Chinatown, and Robert Towne at this period in Hollywood, he like gets handed scripts for him to do a quick pass on him and say, yeah, it's good, or no, it's not good. Here's fixes and whatever. But like, it's just everyone and their dog had a hand on this script, and at the very end, like you feel how it's all just messed up with. I feel like they wanted to kill off AJ. Yeah. Twice they tried to kill him off. And like I'm so tired of it I'm just like, why are we going back to this? Either commit to it or don't. And when you don't, it pulls me away from the movie. I think that's the struggles that I have with this movie, is that so many times it tries to like create these big dramatic moments by trying to kill off individuals. Yeah. But it doesn't. Owen Wilson dies and others, but like twice you try to take out AJ, and you give us the misdirect that the Freedom Lander has crashed, or that oh no, AJ got stuck in the fire, we have to go, and like it. Why do you keep doing these tropes over and over again within the same movie? Yeah, it's frustrating.
It is frustrating. I think this whole film, like this movie, how long? This is a freaking long movie.
It's over 2 hours.
2 hours and 30 minutes. This 45 minutes of this film could have been cut out, and you'd be like, man, every time you just like, despite all the things we've talked about, you'd feel it would punch harder.
Yeah,
because you could get rid of half the fluff, more than half the fluff, and then by the end of the film, you're just like, oh, that was a good time. Good old Michael Bay. Yeah. You know, you're like good old Michael Bay, just back at it again, just slinging that camera back and forth. I don't know why I went all country, but I don't know your but that's what I'm talking about. Like I'm like the whole time I'm like, man, this needs to be cut down. It's like I'm like, you could cut out half the space stuff, more than all the space stuff, and still get what we want with us wanting to crying with Bruce Willis sacrificing himself.
I love it. Is there another movie that has this many plot holes that doesn't get addressed? That they just literally like
Just let it be. They just
ram over them.
Dude, I don't probably, but I can't think of it right now.
No, I don't think there is, dude. I love how they try to explain like, we're going so fast in the space center that now we have gravity. Okay. And then like, it's heavy. I love how in the training montage they're showing them like moments from the lunar landing, and it's like, see how he's jumping?
Yeah,
that's how the gravity's gonna be.
Yeah,
right. And if I kick you in the balls, like you'll fly out.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude,
they have perfect gravity on the asteroid.
They're just chilling.
And then every now and then, like someone jumps and like, woo, but like there's perfect gravity there.
One thing is they have a car. Like, like. You don't think like a giant little bump that they have to go off won't mess them up? Yeah. Come on, guys.
And then I think my biggest one, the one that I did my iconic rolling of the eyes, was at the space station, when they get in the shuttles. Finally, the space station is blowing up, and Will Patton is in the shuttle, and he looks up at the window, and literally like a piece is falling straight down, like as if there was gravity in outer space. It is falling like the Chrysler building was falling at the beginning of the movie. Like it literally just goes, and he goes, "Oh no!" And like I'm like, wait, shouldn't that thing be like floating away?
Yeah, I think it's so ridiculous. Oh, it's so bad.
This movie, I genuinely hate this movie. But I love it for those 3 moments that are in there. I love those moments, but I genuinely hate this movie.
I was like, I can't believe I decided to put this movie on the docket. I was like, why? Like literally 15 minutes, not even 15. It was like 10 minutes in. I was like, why? Why am I doing this? It was when the messenger comes in play. I'm like, oh, I remember now. I remember now. Why did I do this to ourselves? Honestly, it's just, And I think all we do is we do remember Bruce Willis' sacrifice.
And
we remember Liv Tyler and AJ reuniting. Mm-hmm. Like that's all. Like every time when I was getting ready to watch the film, that's all I could think about. Oh, this is that one movie with Bruce Willis and he's going to sacrifice and it's majestic and blah blah blah. And no.
What's your favorite moment here in this movie? Do you have a favorite moment?
My favorite moment is the two-part is the weird shift into a heist crew
getting everyone back together,
getting the band back together, and then them asking for their stipulations on saving the Earth.
None of them want to pay taxes ever again. Which of those do you think is most likely to happen post the events of Armageddon? 5 months after Bruce Willis sacrifices himself. Who's getting their?
Let's see. There was don't have to pay taxes ever again.
None of them wanted to pay taxes.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Michael Duncan Clark wanted to stay the summer in the Lincoln.
Yeah, for a week.
No, he said for the summer.
Yeah, I think that would happen. They're like, because he's gonna lose all the money. Like he's gonna have some money. He'll go to the freaking location. Literally, will have to pay all the taxes in. Like
so he'll get his summer stay at the White House. Will Patton chick wanted a week of the presidential package.
Yeah.
Or the emperor package at the Caesars.
Sorry, the Caesars. That's the one I was thinking of.
He'll get that one.
The White House one, I think he probably could. Maybe for 3 days, maybe not a whole week.
1998. When did Bush get elected? He has to get it done before Bush gets elected.
Yeah,
Bush wouldn't allow that.
No. They had something.
Everyone else died though.
What was Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson wanted his parking tickets.
Oh yeah, all of his
removed.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone. I mean, to them, they're like, yeah, we'll do whatever, because they're like, there's no way we're all gonna die.
My favorite moment, I think I do like the training in NASA. I just like a good like training montage.
And here's the thing.
I feel like none of it gets applied on the mission.
Absolutely not.
They're working in like zero gravity underwater, but like there is gravity. There's perfect gravity on the asteroid. I like it, but I think it might just be it's those last 10 minutes for me.
I mean, they're great. They're majestic.
I think I'm okay watching like the first 30 minutes of this movie
And the last 30 minutes.
and the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I will approach this movie forever.
Listen, I will say this again. I think the only reason why this movie even had any level of like, oh, I like that film, or like that would be good to put there on the docket, was because this is like a hardcore TV film. You literally, you just throw it on, you catch the like last little bit or whatever, you flip around, channel surf a little bit, you come back, get to enjoy the good parts.
I have a theory that if Michael Bay had began his career in 2005 and not 1995 with Bad Boys, he would be the ideal like director for Netflix movies.
I mean, I remember when they came out with its Six Underground.
Oh, that movie sucked. I watched the first 10 minutes of it. Like, I can't.
Dude, I was on a, what was that? Was I doing some sort of trip? I was doing some work trip for something. And I downloaded, it was the only film I downloaded it because I'm like, oh, that'll be pretty decent. No, I hated myself. I just sucked so bad. But I had nothing else to watch.
I feel like I'm dogging too much on Michael Bay. Listen, I appreciate a creator who has his style, who knows what he wants, likes it, and like is committed to it.
Yeah.
Not that they're not like unteachable, like not, moldable or whatever.
Right.
And they can't do different things, but like he has a style that's made him millions. Okay. People like it, and like he sticks to it. I'm a sucker for The Island. Have you ever seen The Island with ScarJo and Ewan McGregor? Oh, dude.
That horror one?
No. I don't want to spoil it. It's like a future movie. It's a great.
I think I had it on my docket. I was going to watch it.
It's a great sci-fi movie.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's really good. But like I love The Island. However, like he goes on, and it's just interesting. He wanted his Titanic. He doesn't get it. He does The Island. In between this and Transformers, and Pearl Harbor, and then he spends a little over a decade, just doing Transformer movies. He interjects Pain and Gain randomly in there, but like he just does Transformers movies for a whole decade, and I just think why? But like it's fascinating, like that's
disagree.
what he commits to.
And you know what? To me, I don't have like I like the Michael Bay Transformers. They're enjoyable.
I like the first one.
They're like, to me, I think they're a good time. Like they just a fun, like, you get to have a thing. There's like there could be a lot more heart in some of them, but like at the end of the day, like I know what I'm getting into. Okay. And I don't disagree with you on your statement that like he would be the perfect Netflix. And to some degree, I think Netflix thought maybe he could. I don't know why Six Underground, like, I mean, he had Ryan Reynolds. He had, they're trying to go for a heist. I don't know if they're trying to compete. I don't know if it's because he puts his foot in his mouth and does his Michael Bay thing and he like gets too stylized, right? Like, I don't know what it is. It is an interesting thing to think about.
Adria Arjona is in that movie?
Yeah, dude.
Should I try watching it again?
You should at least try.
I tried 10 minutes and I was so like could not.
It's a Ryan Reynolds film, okay, and a Michael Bay film. So you have to really understand that those are the two things, okay. So I'm probably gonna rewatch it because I had it on. I was like, I should just watch that again and see what that. But
I'm here on IMDb, and you know how IMDb shows you like a quick trailer off to the side. It's just tracking shot, cut, tracking shot.
No, it is
The trailer is the movie like this, or is the trailer doing this? Because again, all of his movies feel like they're just 2-hour long trailers.
I don't know. I can't remember, honestly.
Man, this movie. Look, I I love, Aerosmith song playing over and over again, or actually all of their songs are the only ones that get played here.
Yeah.
Fun fact. I think I've told you, I love karaoke. Have I told you this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my like go-to song for karaoke.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, people love it.
When you sing it?
I think people just love the song.
No, of course.
Right? As horrible as this movie is, there is something to say about the fact that it was the highest grossing film of the year. It put Aerosmith for the first time as a number one hit single in their massive long career.
Yeah.
This is the one that finally gave it to them.
Yeah.
I think it solidified Michael Bay as the director that he is today.
Yeah.
Is that all the good that I have for this movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there's, to some people, when they think about American films, this is on that thing like this. Man, I got Bruce Willis is in Die Hard and Armageddon.
Yeah. I mean, going back to Bruce Willis, so the way he got roped into this movie was that he was working on a comedy, and it was just
not good.
It was not working. The dailies were horrible. And so Disney comes to him and says, look, we will take the cost of this movie. Okay, we're just going to scrap it. We'll take the cost, but you have to star in 2 movies for us. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. So one of them is this, and the next one is Sixth Sense. So we wouldn't have Sixth Sense
if it
hadn't been for
that crappy comedy.
For that crappy comedy, and for him committing to this Armageddon and Sixth Sense. So, and because of that, we wouldn't have Unbreakable, right?
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, there's that.
Hindsight.
Oh, listen. If you watch this film with us, thank you.
Also, I'm sorry.
Yeah, mostly I'm sorry.
Yeah, Danny.
I put this on the docket.
Am I gonna feel the same way with next week's? What are we watching?
Deepwater Horizon, dude.
No, we're watching The Day After Tomorrow, right?
No, we have Deepwater Horizon. Do we move it? No, I have Deepwater Horizon on the docket.
Which one's that one?
That's the oil tanker.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
But it's like the disaster one that's
with
based
Mark
off
Wahlberg, right?
With Mark Wahlberg. Have you seen this film?
I think I've seen half of it. It was I remember.
I remember it being great.
This is what's his.
No, and I actually didn't time this, but I was like, oh, we're going from oil riggers saving the planet to oil riggers trying to figure out what happened.
Trying to save their lives.
Yeah. I mean, we got Kurt Russell in this film.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, but I remember really liking this. I thought it was a pretty decent. I was like, oh, that'd be good. I didn't go from there. So check out that film. Listen, guys, I just really appreciate you guys watching this film. If you are a Michael Bay fan, please don't add us, or do, because we want to have a conversation. We want to know what is it about? Did this film solidify Americana for you? Does it do that? Do you where are you at with it? We really want to know. And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, let us know. Did it make you get teary-eyed like it did me? Did you roll your eyes like it did for me? Also, be sure to connect with us through our newsletter at reelchums.com/newsletter. And you can find me on Threads at Marstrosity, MARCTROSITY.
And me at review.tv.
Next week. So we're going to do Deepwater Horizon 2010, directed by Peter Berg. Go check that out. And
we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Later.